Amari Cooper is officially back with the Dallas Cowboys, and this is not just another offseason headline, it's a seismic shift in the NFL landscape, especially for a team that's been searching for that final offensive spark. This shocking return, confirmed by none other than Cowboys owner Jerry Jones himself, has taken fans and analysts by storm. After parting ways with Cooper in what many now consider a questionable trade to the Cleveland Browns just a few seasons ago, the Cowboys are effectively pressing undo on that deal, bringing back a star who not only understands the system but also has the chemistry with quarterback Dak Prescott that takes years to develop. Cooper's return doesn't just impact the team's wide receiver depth, it transforms the entire offensive strategy going into the 2025 season. Cowboys Nation, take a deep breath. We're not just witnessing the return of a Pro Bowl receiver, we might be watching the missing piece fall back into place for a legitimate Super Bowl run. Let's unpack what this means from every angle. Amari Cooper originally joined the Cowboys mid-season in 2018 after a blockbuster trade with the then Oakland Raiders. At the time, Dallas was desperate for a true no-one receiver, someone to replace the production of Dez Bryant and give Dak Prescott a reliable, high IQ target who could open up the field. Cooper immediately made an impact, not just statistically, but psychologically. Defenses had to adjust. He brought poise to the huddle and leadership to the locker room. In his first 9 games with the Cowboys, he posted over 700 yards and 6 touchdowns, reigniting a stagnant offense and helping lead Dallas to the playoffs. Over the next several seasons, Cooper racked up over 3,900 receiving yards and 27 touchdowns in a Cowboys uniform, often serving as the focal point of Kellen Moore's passing attack and developing a near-telepathic connection with Dak Prescott. His footwork, route running precision, and ability to manipulate defenders at the line of scrimmage made him an irreplaceable weapon. That's why, when the Cowboys traded him to Cleveland in 2022, many fans and analysts questioned whether the franchise was making a cap-saving move at the expense of long-term success. While with the Browns, Cooper didn't slow down. In fact, he posted over 1,100 receiving yards in back-to-back seasons and proved he could produce regardless of quarterback play. His ability to adjust mid-route, beat press coverage, and find soft spots in zone defense made him just as dangerous in Cleveland as he was in Dallas. But despite his success, it always felt like Cooper's chapter in Dallas was unfinished. There was a sense that the team let go of him too early, especially considering the inconsistent production that followed in the wide receiver room after his departure. CeeDee Lamb, although incredibly talented and now a star in his own right, was often left without enough help on the opposite side of the field. Michael Gallup struggled with injuries and consistency, and while the team experimented with several WR3 and WR4 options, none ever truly filled the void Cooper left behind. That's what makes this return not just a feel-good story, but a strategic masterstroke. Jerry Jones has never been one to shy away from big moves, and this is yet another example of his boldness. In confirming Cooper's return, Jones expressed full confidence in the move, stating that Amari still has plenty of juice left and brings a veteran presence this locker room can rally around. From a football operations standpoint, this deal likely didn't come cheap, but Jones has always shown he's willing to spend when it comes to marquee talent. More importantly, it signals that the Cowboys are in full-on win-now mode. There's no rebuilding here, no 5-year plan. Dallas wants a ring, and they believe Cooper can help deliver it. The implications for Dak Prescott are enormous. In the 2024 season, Prescott put up solid numbers, but criticism over his inconsistency in big games remained. Some blamed coaching, others blamed the offensive line, and still more pointed to a lack of reliable receiving options. But one thing was clear, Dak was never more comfortable, more efficient, or more confident than when Amari Cooper was lined up on the outside. With Cooper back in the fold, Dak not only gains a proven target, but regains the trust and rhythm that helped elevate his game in 2019 and 2020. We're talking about a duo that has combined for thousands of yards and dozens of touchdowns. Their timing on slants, outs, and sideline fades is second to none. This move has the potential to rejuvenate Dak's entire game and silence a lot of the doubters heading into a critical year of his career. Meanwhile, the offensive coordinator and play callers now have a whole new arsenal to play with. Imagine this: Cooper lining up wide right, CeeDee Lamb in the slot, and Michael Gallup on the opposite side. That trio forces defensive coordinators to choose between double covering Cooper and leaving Lamb open underneath, or trying to take away Lamb and letting Cooper go one-on-one. Either way, someone's going to be open. Add to that the Cowboys' strong run game, which includes Tony Pollard if he re-signs, or a fresh new backfield if Dallas makes a move in the draft or free agency, and you suddenly have one of the most complete, versatile offenses in the league. Cooper doesn't just bring numbers, he brings structure. He allows the other receivers to fall into their natural roles. Lamb can freelance a bit more. Gallup doesn't have to deal with CB1s. Tight ends can find more space underneath. The domino effect is real, and it makes everyone better. Let's also talk about the locker room. Cooper is a quiet leader, not the rah-rah type, but someone players respect immensely. His work ethic is elite. He's always the first to show up, the last to leave, and he leads by example. Younger players like Jalen Tolbert, Kevontae Turpin, and even incoming rookies will benefit from having Cooper in the building every day. That's something that analytics can't measure: the off-field impact, the culture shift, the professionalism he brings. Cowboys fans should be ecstatic not just about what Cooper brings on Sundays, but what he brings Monday through Saturday. Of course, the move also sends a message to the rest of the league, particularly the NFC East. The Eagles, who dominated in 2022 but faltered in 2023 and 2024, are now on high alert. The Giants are rebuilding, the Commanders are still looking for consistency at quarterback, and the Cowboys have just added a major weapon to a team that already finished top 5 in scoring last year. This is a power move, and make no mistake, the NFC East just got a whole lot more competitive. It also puts pressure on the coaching staff. Mike McCarthy now has no excuse not to get this team deep into the playoffs. With Cooper, Lamb, Gallup, and Prescott all healthy and ready, anything less than an NFC Championship appearance would feel like a disappointment. The fan response has been electric. Within hours of the announcement, Amari back and Cowboys Reloaded were trending nationwide on social media. Fan pages, sports networks, and podcasts lit up with excitement. Jersey sales are already climbing. Cowboys merchandise with Cooper's name and number is flying off shelves. It's clear that the emotional connection between the fans and Cooper never really went away. He was always seen as our guy, and now that he's back, the excitement is unlike anything we've seen since Dak and Zeke's rookie year. There's real hope in Dallas again, not the cautious optimism of past seasons, but a belief that this team is complete, mature, and ready. So what comes next? Cooper will likely participate in OTAs, where he and Dak can begin rebuilding their on-field timing. The Cowboys coaching staff will install a playbook that reflects Cooper's strengths: deep outs, sharp comebacks, option routes, and his signature sideline toe drags. Training camp will be critical, not just for Cooper's integration, but for evaluating how the offense meshes now that the core pieces are in place. Eyes will be on Mike McCarthy and the offensive staff to ensure they don't squander this golden opportunity. And fans will be watching, hopeful that this isn't just another offseason flash in the pan, but the start of something real. Something lasting, something legendary. In the end, Amari Cooper's return to the Dallas Cowboys isn't just about touchdowns and highlight reels. It's about identity. It's about unfinished business. It's about a player and a franchise that always felt like they belonged together. And now, as we look ahead to the 2025 season, Cowboys Nation can dream again. Dream of playoff runs. Dream of clutch catches in January. Dream of finally hoisting that elusive 6th Lombardi trophy. Because Amari Cooper is back. And so are the Dallas Cowboys.